We all have the same value, as human beings. But when it comes to sheer mindset and actions in life, here are 3 things that separate successful people from those who are unsuccessful. Number 1, successful people take responsibility. Yeah, successful people always take full responsibility for their lives. Instead of pointing fingers, blaming the government, different circumstances, or people around them. Now, listen up here, because here's the key thing. I'm not saying there's no such thing as bad luck or fate giving you a bad hand, because there certainly is. But what I am saying is that while it may not be your fault that you're in that situation you're in right now, it is still your life, and thus it's your responsibility to try to get out of it. But you see, when most people run into some serious trouble, they go to the bar, they get drunk and wallow in self-pity, blaming everything except themselves. And as if that wasn't enough, they hook up with others there who are also in that same mindset, and now they can really have a self-pity party going on there. Oh, poor us, it's so unfair. Look at how the government is destroying our chances. All of them amplifying each other's loser mindset. Now guys, by doing this you are completely destroying your chances, because by playing the victim card you are literally giving up all your power, and now you're even worse off when it comes to changing your situation. And for what? So you can sit there getting drunk with others while complaining about life. Yeah, sure, it feels kind of nice to sit there not having any responsibility, playing the blame game. It's like wrapping a warm, comforting blanket around you, and it takes no effort at all. It's so much easier than trying to fix your life. But here's the thing, it'll only make your situation infinitely worse. So guys, always take responsibility for your life, even if you're in an unfair situation. Number 2, successful people ask better questions. Yes, are you guys aware of just how powerful questions can be? In fact, the right kind of questions can often be much more powerful than answers. So why is this? Well, because questions guide your brain. Did you know that the very second you ask yourself a question, your brain will instantly try to give you an answer? And if it hasn't got the answer, it will start trying to come up with a solution, but it does this in direct relation to how the question was asked. Let's say, for example, you have social anxiety, and when you come home from a party, you start asking yourself questions like, oh man, why can I never feel calm and cool like the others? Well, that's not a helpful question, because remember, whenever you ask a question, your brain is going to look for an answer. So here it might just respond with, well, because you're a mental wreck and you'll always be one. You suck. And I think all of you can see how this can make you feel even worse, right? Now, the successful people out there, they have figured out that since questions really can guide your brain, you need to ask them in a constructive way. So in this very example here then, instead you could ask something like, what could I do next time to make me feel a bit more comfortable in a similar situation? Okay, now we're talking, because even if this was just an example, you can clearly see how the first one here is only taking you down the depression hole, while the other question here is actually opening doors for being constructive. Here are some other good questions you could ask yourself at the end of your day, just in general. What did I learn today? What could I have done better? What can I do tomorrow to bring me a bit closer to my current goals? Can you see how always asking questions like this every single day could skyrocket your self-improvement journey? I hope so, because I'm here to tell you, not only can they do so, they will. Number 3, successful people learn from their mistakes. Yes, successful people always learn from their mistakes, and most of the time they don't let fear of failure stand in their way. Every single one of us fails all the time, and you cannot walk around in life being afraid of failure. If you think that it's possible to become successful in any domain without having had lots of embarrassing failures along the way, you are sorely mistaken. And here's the thing, failure is not bad. All failure is that it's just collecting data. In fact, when you start adapting this mindset, you can even start thinking things like, there is no failure, there is only feedback. And guys, that's actually true. Every reaction you get in life is just a feedback mechanism. And once you understand that, you will literally become a learning machine. You just learn from the feedback. You calibrate a bit and try again. Or you move on. You know, there was once a guy who asked a successful businessman what advice he could give him on how to reach success faster in life. And you know what the businessman answered? Quote, triple your rate of failure. Unquote. That's right, because he knew the more failures, the more feedback from the data system you get, and the more data, the quicker you learn. So again, don't be afraid of failure. Instead, learn from your mistakes. And here's a bonus point. The really successful people out there don't just learn from their own mistakes, but they actually learn from other people's mistakes as well to get even faster results. Something to consider right there. And oh hey guys, if you are still struggling with relapses on NoFap and you want to quit addiction to adult sites, then take a look at this video right here. As over there, I talk about something that is really powerful for that. Just click on that video right now and you'll see exactly what I mean.